Sorry.
I'm Jeanette. Jeanette apply to anything that you just told me because marketing and promotions is important with any company that you land in. But I didn't expect to end up in this department. I just knew I had a passion for broadcasting and a passion for communication. So I'll go into that a little bit. But again, I won't bore you too much about myself. But I am from Auburn, born and raised, towards Black Diamond. Went to Lakeview, Cascade, and Auburn High School back when it was the only high school, and then went to Green River Community College after taking some time off after school and doing a lot of traveling, doing a lot of snowboarding, doing a lot of just kind of figuring out what it was and what direction I wanted to take. Back in the day, a little fun fact about Jeanette and her family, we do live out in the sticks and on about 3.5 acres, and before skate parks were legal in any cities, we had like the well-known unofficial skate park of Washington State in my backyard, some half pipes and street course, and our backyard was known as Barb's because that was my mom's name, and people would drive from Vancouver, BC to Portland to come hang out in my backyard all weekend long. It was a very interesting way to go through high school, but and no, I would try it, with my friends, but I was never good. So. Anyways, and then I went back to school, and then, and again, this is something that you're gonna need to know, and you're also gonna need to understand the marketing department. So if you end up with a radio station, such as we have with ESPN, there's some things that we just don't do because it doesn't work with the brand. ESPN is known as a prestigious, classy, world-renowned sports brand. And there's certain things that we won't let our hosts do. There's certain things we won't let our sales department do because it doesn't work with the brand. And my job is to be, like the defender of the brand in that building. And so regardless of where you land, just keep that in mind that your promotions and marketing department, that's the fun department. We're not trying to make it not fun, but we also have to make sure that everything we do does line up with it. And it is important for the public perspective, which is what and I did an internship with a national show, got a little more experience with radio, but because of my skill set, someone actually reached out to me when this job, 5.5, almost 6 years ago, opened up in the promotions and marketing department. And I just decided, well, maybe this is my foot in the door. Little did I know I was actually going to fall in love with this department, because what I realized is I was still impacting the content of what happens on a radio station, just in a very different way. So, and in a very satisfying way. I'll tell you a little bit about my department. So we of course have the 3 radio stations, the 1.5 websites, and we serve our programming department and the sales department. So that's why I am closely working with the 2 program directors, probably closer than the producers even are, because I'm in their offices every single day going, okay, the Mariners approached us, they have this certain game coming up, they want some help with ticket sales, but obviously what can we do that sounds really cool on the air that will drive ratings? The way that our structure is, if this is it's just terms that you should know, our marketing director is the top of the pyramid, and then you have the promotions manager. I'm his right-hand person. We also have under me and under him as well a communications coordinator. That's something that we just developed for this department. We have our sales promotion manager, so all these sales promotions that are just like the Sleep Country bed giveaway that we have on right now for Mother's Day, she handles that because you just stick it in spot, give it away, call it good. And then we have our promotions coordinator, that's the guy that oversees our street team, and then we have our street team. So my role is as the promotions manager, I work with the on-air product really closely. So like I said, if it's something that's about our brand, and if it's something about one of our partnerships, I'm the one that's coming up with a creative idea, discussing it with the program directors. I also oversee our events. We put on a lot of events, and this includes our big broadcast outside the Mariners home opener. We did a lot of NFL draft coverage. We hosted a special event with Brock Heward and Warren Moon down at Daniel's Broiler the night before the NFL draft, and then all of our coverage at Seahawks headquarters, making sure everything looks right. We were also simulcast by Northwest Cable News, and then we had to think about TV. We had to tell the guys to wear suits. We had to make sure everything looked perfect. My banner didn't fall down, thank God. And so all the events, and it really ebbs and flows, but we have a lot of events as a station. And then I also take a lot of pride in the fact that I get to be really involved in the community outreach that our stations. And then obviously I kind of shared with you about the text messaging thing. That's really changed in radio and has become more of an emphasis. There's sales ties in, which is always great. Our text message database is sponsored by Xfinity, but then you also, again, it's such a great way to reach people. It's easy for contesting, so easy. It makes my life so much easier than these 7th caller contests. It's expensive, I won't lie. Like you have to, generally have to get it sponsored because it does cost a lot of money, but it's worth it. So,
Jeanette, what was your favorite class at Green River and why?
my favorite class at Green River? Huh.
Tom's like, hey.
You're taking in my
It was a while ago. You know what it was? I don't even know if he's still here. I don't even know if I'd really call it my favorite either, now that I'm thinking about it. I took the, Mr. Aquino.
Oh, Vic
Oh.
Aquino.
Yeah, is he still here?
Yeah.
Okay, Vic Aquino. I took one of my very first classes was his class, his writing class, and I heard he was the most difficult, like hardest on his students when it came to writing. Like he really pushed you and, you know, probably graded harder than the other English writing teachers. But I was so glad that I took his class because, I mean, it was fun and I made some fun friends and stuff like that, which probably helped like ease the pain. But I was so glad I became a good writer through it because I found that in any other class that I took, like the writing was so essential, even in, you know, PE when we had to write those, you know, essays and stuff like that. I just found that writing was essential, and obviously without that I couldn't do what I'm doing today because I write presentations that go to clients. Like I said, I write copy that goes on the air, and you have to be a good writer for any of that. So, and even just to be able to communicate and not, you know, look like you know what you're talking about. You know, you see those business emails where it's like 5 exclamation points and, you know, they, you know, just, it's more like social. That doesn't fly in the business world. So,
And it's in Comic Sans.
yeah. So, I don't know if that was the most fun, but I did enjoy it, and I was really glad that I took it. I liked a lot of classes. I loved the history classes. I did a lot of online courses, though, so I didn't have the full classroom experience. I really liked my PE classes.